Photography buds.
Yeah.
We're here to do my favorite
Sully
riff.
guitar.
This is a Sully guitar. You turned me on to Sully.
Yeah.
A guy in just outside of Dallas, Texas, and he was friends with Robin.
Yeah,
Crosby.
Robin Crosby. Yeah, from Rat.
Yeah, one of your open. And I should have polished this up before I got here,
we
but
don't do that.
I literally just got off the road, and yeah, this is Kakrina, and it's a Strat scale, ebony neck, and Jackson pickups. I mean, you've known me for a long time, and I've only played Gibsons for years,
Yeah.
or more of the traditional or classic guitars.
Mm-hmm.
You turned me onto this, and I haven't put it down in the last 2 months, 3
Remember
months.
when you came to the house? He sent it
Yeah.
to my house to for you to try it out.
Yeah.
And I called you and you go, I'll be there in 5 minutes. You came over and you haven't put it down since then. So
No,
it just feels like you.
Yeah, it fits. It feels like it was built for me in a strange thing. Like we've never met until like months later.
He's a good guy. He's a passionate guitar maker.
Yeah.
So that made me really happy that happened. So
Yeah.
we're here like
Love connection.
Talking about basically for me it's like I hang out at my house. My buds come over. We sit
Yeah.
on the couch, and I was like, let's just do that here.
Right.
So it's perfect.
Yeah. That was
So what are some of the things like when you were growing up that like inspired you? A riff that you loved?
I mean, when I started playing guitar, I was playing hockey, I was playing sports, and I felt like I was getting hurt a lot, and then a girl broke up with me, and I picked up a guitar, and it was kind of my friends were kind of pushing me towards, that's something you could do, get chicks, whatever,
Yeah.
but I really started getting serious in high school. And I know I'm on your show, but I really started getting serious after I saw you and Ozzy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you were from Chicago.
And I remember this. I met vividly. It was the Rosemont Horizon and also Poplar Creek. There were two Ozzy shows.
I remember that show.
So you were gunning them down, and you came out with "Take Me to the Top." And then the passing bass line.
Records. I love that when Mick did that, the chiming part.
Yeah.
Somebody
Somebody brought that album back from. They had gone to. One of my friends went to L.A. Brought back two records. It was the Leather Records. Too
Fast for Love.
Yeah, Too Fast for Love, and then the Rat EP.
Yeah, which is a great record.
Yeah.
And Warren DeMartini, what a great guitar player.
Yeah,
there.
great guitar player. I just finally met him for the first time. A little reserved, but
he's
great
quite
player.
Great player.
Yeah.
So you grew up what was your main 5 bands, and do you have a riff from one of those?
Easy. Jimmy Page.
Yeah.
Angus Young was probably that one was the easiest to get into and feel like you're really doing it. You know what I mean? It was like in first position. And you could
play it and connect to it.
Connect and get lost in it and go out and play, covers with your friends and really nail it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
but I like what you're saying because there are different levels for musicianship and for learning, and if you bite off more than you can chew, sometimes people get frustrated.
Yeah, I would go. Let's say my mom. Filipino mom would have me and my brother perform for a company when we come over, and she'd always have me play Stairway to Heaven. I hated it, and but after I got past that, I started. It was Zeppelin 4.
Yeah.
I started getting into that, but you have to be a pretty good guitar player to really nail that. So that's why AC/DC for me was kind of like the gateway to. I didn't stop. But,
So how old were you when you first started?
I was in, high school sometime. I probably started, I picked up a guitar around 8th grade, but I didn't get serious till maybe a junior, senior in high school.
Yeah. When did you feel as a player, like you really had that explosive moment from kind of figuring it out, the basic chords, some scaling, and then all of a sudden you're like, wow, I get it?
I think it was around junior year, and there was a guy in town. He taught guitar at a place called the Rock Warehouse, and he taught me how to solo, to really solo and know what I'm doing in pentatonic, like a major and minor pentatonic, and then he showed me scales and modes.
Yeah.
Which I ended up throwing away. Like I learned to shred at that point.
Yeah.
Like there was Randy Rhoads, there was Eddie Van Halen, and then Yngwie Malmsteen came out, and he was teaching all the young guitar players how to play like that. And then,
which is a big leap.
It's a big leap, but I went into a blues club. It's called the Kingston Mines, and it's legendary, and all the greats have played there. And I went up and I started playing like that there. And long story short, I got booed off the stage. So I kind of like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to play like that. So that's
How old were you when that happened?
19, 18, 19.
So it's like a big lesson in more is not necessarily
It's like touching
better.
a stove. You never forget that moment. Like I'm never going to do that again. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to play like that because, And
you have a lot of feel. Like when I
think that's what it's all about. I mean, that's if you listen to like Paul Kossoff and Angus Young, it's all in the vibrato. I mean, I think that's where when I hear Heart and Soul, that's where I hear it. I don't hear it in the fast notes. You know what I mean? When I hear a good guitar player or a great guitar player, it's I mean, look, if they're a technician, it's great.
Sure.
But if they have a great vibrato, that's where it's like I know that they're.
I saw a thing with Mike Campbell from Tom Petty, and he said that's what he practiced.
Yeah.
That's one of his main thing he works on, and I remember seeing that, and I was like, really?
Yeah.
I was like, working on scales and stuff because I've been playing more guitar than bass recently.
Yeah.
And I started adding that in there, and a simple little bumpa is different than a bumpa.
Yeah, it's just like singing. You know what I mean?
Exactly. You can't just sing straight.
Yeah. I mean, I think if like Brian May, when I mean, like some, like Kossoff was, I don't know how to explain it, but he starts slow and get like more, I don't know, faster. Like same with but it's more like singing. It's when I hear the nervous, not to bring up anyone's name, but when I hear that nervous vibrato, it's just a telltale sign that they're not that good. You know what I mean? In my opinion. And it's all subjective. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
So, I don't know.
What's, what is something that you would say to a guitar player that's watching this, and you're like, one of the things that you found as being a player coming up, that is something that's important that you...
I think it's the vibrato. I think it's like learning the whole neck. You know what I mean? Like I'm far from perfect. Anything I do here today, I'll probably, step all over it. But it's all about knowing how to, let's say, even if you're doing it in, let's say, playing an A right here, and you're gonna do a lick right here. We were just talking about that. Learn how to do it everywhere else on the neck, that you can. Contact, man. You know what I mean? So it's simple things like that that'll take your vocabulary in a simple way without having to labor over it and just kind of extend.
Yeah, because you've kind of already learned it.
Yeah.
It's just sort of reapplying it at a different place. So as you're working the guitar, I need more emotion here.
Right.
I'm going to do it up here.
Right.
Or I need to bring it down. I'm going to put it down here.
Yeah, syncopation's another thing. Like, I think guitar players that run linear kind of like syncopating, that turns my heads more. You know what I mean? But that's, again, my opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well,
There's a lot of guys.
I see you do stuff, and you can get going.
Yeah,
with the
I mean,
stuff.
I love shredders. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie. Like I see, it's all over Instagram and YouTube. I'm like, how the fuck do they do that? You know what I mean? Like
a lot of young guys that are just,
that's how
they got their 60 seconds, and you're
Right.
like, damn.
Yeah, there's a guy.
But I steal from them too.
Yeah,
I'm like,
so
come
do I,
on,
dude.
what's that?
I steal
little
from
thing?
everybody.
Yeah.
You know, and we all do.
I just stole that from you.
Yeah, right. I mean, there's guys that I watch Zach Wilde.
Yeah.
And I love what he does.
Mm-hmm.
There's other guys like that guy Jared.
Yeah, Jared James Nichols that we brought on here. Yeah,
he's fantastic.
Only plays with his hands.
You know, yeah. Oh, dude, how great! He's like Jeff Beck.
Yeah,
but
he says
he's
sometimes
not.
when he's on tour, his hands are just like killing him. But it's
Shredded.
That's
I'm
his.
sure
That's
he's bleeding.
his way.
You know, like super glue and everything.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think, and he's another guy with vibrato.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like he can say more with just that than some of these shredders that are coming out of GIT.
You know, I find, especially since we've been doing this show, so many guitar players out there want to talk about guitar, but so many young guitar players that are coming up. And it felt like there was a little period there when bands really didn't have, guitar players were the backseat.
Right.
Like I've always felt the guitar player was the equal to the singer.
Yeah.
The song is king. Then you have the guitar player and the singer. Of course, drummers disagree with that. But I'm a bass player. I like to hold it down.
But your band really kind of
flip that around. Flip
the script on that. Like you and Tommy were kind of really focal points. I mean, Mick, in my opinion, I've toured a lot with you guys.
Yeah.
He's a lot of dude. There's a lot of music with that guy going on.
A lot of music.
You know, like I can sing, and as a guitar player and as a songwriter. If you can sing along with that lead or that
solid
riff,
then
you've done your job, and you're going to go down in history as one of the greats. And he's done that. You know what I mean?
A lot of the stuff in the studio we'd be doing, he'd be playing something, and we'd be like working on the song, and sometimes one of us would sing something. Yeah. Like whatever the part would be.
Sure.
And then he would work it out, and then so it was vocal.
I think
guitar parts that are vocal are hooks.
Yeah, absolutely. Like Brian May again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's like how You're the Tiger. This last album I just did. Josh came to me and just that's how he communicates. Yeah, like can you do this?
Yeah.
And if you as a guitar player can translate, what that
he's
crazy it's crazy, then you're doing a good job.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Can you give me a riff off of Josh Todd?
There's a song called Rain. It's out now.
A lot of times you don't get that drop to, so that's
no, yeah. I mean, I like kind of like. I think there was, I noticed like in Fleetwood Mac or Neil Young. I love those kind of little dissonant in there, but it's still kind of pretty.
Yeah. You flip back and forth pickups. Are you a bridge pickup most?
Yeah, I do. I there's a lot of junior players out there, and I just don't know. I mean, I know you can roll the volume down, and kind of get that Clapton thing from your bridge pickup, but I still love a hollow, glassy, woody neck pickup in a Strat, like Stevie Ray. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So. Angus never really got onto that, I came here with the intention of I'm gonna just do all back and black.
Yeah, that's always a good thing.
But I'm thinking, he never rarely Did he play with a neck pickup much?
I don't think so. I think Angus is just kind of just going all the time.
Yeah.
But you know what? I love his rhythm, obviously.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
his solos are so rhythmic.
Yeah, that's another thing with syncopation, you know, like, oh, and being simple. Yeah, yeah, all melody.
And it's all blues.
And it's all, yeah. And
But
he's taking it and doing that lick. And he's just moving it up the neck.
Yeah.
You know, that's that vibrato.
You know, some guys, when they're playing pentatonic, you know, blues-oriented stuff, it all starts to kind of sound like the same. But then you find the guys that can really make that melody different. I think Angus was really
yeah,
great at
he was.
that.
I mean, there's guys like
Joe Perry's like that too.
Joe Perry's like that. I think, you know, like I peeked behind the curtain in Oz, and just to me, you know, like Whitford.
Yeah, he's so great.
He's like, he's my dude. You know what I mean? I love Joe Perry. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
He's a superstar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he wrote those iconic riffs. You know what I mean? But like Whitford, I just watching him play, like he's a beast.
They really are a two-guitar band.
Absolutely.
And,
I think.
And if you don't, if you don't know that, take one of those guys out.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like
they
it's like GNR. It's like GNR when you like take Slash out or Izzy out.
Yeah,
you
I
know,
think they were both
important.
They're both important for that band to have done what they've done.
Or Scorps. Were you ever into the Scorps?
I was. Yeah.
There's something else. I mean, musically, they really wrote some great songs inside that really heavy rock.
You know, them, and even UFO. Were you a UFO fan?
Loved you. Well, play. That's why I played with Thunderbird.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
right. Dude, I mean, I think Scorps, they were such technicians as far as I'm like I thought they're
so German.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You know,
They
it's
couldn't
just like
help
the Cars.
themselves.
Dude. But I think even years later, it holds up.
Yeah,
you
it
know
does.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that.
And more than Rock You Like a Hurricane, they've got albums upon albums of great songs.
Yeah, was it? I can't remember, but we used to cover one when I was a kid. He's a woman, she's a man.
Oh,
remember that one?
Yeah.
But there was a whole bunch.
So many albums. It's hard, to remember. It's like when you're younger, it's like you have these records in front of you, you know, and it's like you stare at them all the time. And
that's
learning to play from a record. That's hard.
That's the difference between us and this new generation. They have YouTube, which is amazing. I wish I had YouTube when I was a kid because it was so painstaking to have to go back and try and like you could slow it down to the 78.
Yeah.
You know, but it's still it's still way transposed down here.
Sure.
But yeah, we had to really work for it, you know, when we were kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
now they
remember
break
sitting
it
there
down.
at the first Aerosmith record.
Yeah.
One-way street. Over and over. And people were like, stop playing that song. I can't hear that note.
Right.
What is Tom
It was going
Hamilton
by
playing?
way too fast.
Way too fast.
Way too fast. I did that with Dire of a Madman, Over the Mountain.
Oh,
I was just like, I can't do it. You know, they eventually came out with machines that slowed it down and kept the
pitch.
Pitch, right.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of those. I actually used those on we were going out to tour 6 a.m.
Yeah.
And we had like 4 albums, and I was like, I can't remember a lot of this stuff.
Right.
So I had this app, and I put the songs in there and slowed it way down, but it kept the pitch.
Oh, good. They have.
Nice.
I've done that with like learning some Brad Paisley stuff, some chicken picking stuff.
Yeah.
And there's the amazing slow downer. You're welcome, guys.
Nice, I need that.
Yeah.
Is it actually called the Slow Downer?
The amazing slow downer.
Is it an app?
It's an app. It's like $4.99. You download it, and then from your iTunes or whatever, your music in your phone, you just select it. It pulls up, and you can like you know, from 152 to 215.
Yeah.
You can select that section and it will slow down. You have a slider, like how fast or slow, and it keeps the pitch. So, yeah.
Nice. And
you're welcome.
With this Yamaha amp here, you can go right out of that into this aux,
right,
and it plays it clean.
Yeah.
This thing's amazing.
Yeah. And then you can probably also, with a metronome, start slow. Just, you know,
I'm a metronome junkie, and I wasn't when I grew up.
Yeah, either was I, but it's necessary. Like, if I want to learn something, I still have to learn it slowly. So
yeah, if you show me something, I'll try to play it as fast as I can.
Right.
And it's like then I actually go home and I'm like, okay, now I gotta play it like 70 BPM.
That's the thing with, you know, like gain. You know, like if I'm playing, I can hide it so much by turning up the gain.
Yeah.
But like turning, you know, cleaner playing, or it like no delay in reverb, then that's where you.
Well, you're just cheating yourself.
Yeah, you really find out how good or not good of a player you are.
Yeah.
Or at least me.
Yeah. And it's like progress, not
yeah, right.
Right off the bat.
Touché.
It's awesome. You have another AC/DC one.
Yeah, that like everyone knows Back in Black, but like the riff that the part of the song that I love is that.